family. How are you doing? I thought I'd do a little bit of a pop-up today. I hope you guys are well. Just going to be on for like 10 or 15 minutes. I wanted to stop by and say hi. Um, Let me fix this. Okay, I like that a little better. I am Marlene, and I am your life coach. And today I wanted to come on and give 6 tips to help you, to encourage you, to motivate you, and to inspire you. Today's topic is it's okay to not be okay. And in today's society, today's world, it's like you have to be this robot. You have to be this perfect mother. You have to be the perfect father. You got to be a perfect son, the perfect workmate. If everything in your life where you have to be seeking perfection from others, you have to always do the right thing with everybody else, when are you going to be able to take care of yourself in your best way possible? And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about 6 ways to help us to improve ourselves and to be in the space where we can understand that it's okay for me to not be okay. The first point I want to bring out is you must be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with you and not society, not what other people say, not your relatives, whoever in your life. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you have to live with you and what you have going on. So let's drop the fake persona, trying to be like other people. If we're not okay, we have to be able to have enough courage to say, I'm not, and then do something about it, okay? You have to live with yourself at the end of the day. You have to look at yourself in the mirror as a woman or as a man and to say, I'm okay with the decisions that I make for me. I love on myself because I matter. And in today's society, that doesn't happen that often. We don't have a lot of people in our life that will say, rest, take care of yourself. Oh, are you okay? Is there something I can do to help you? You have to speak up and advocate for yourself, okay? So the first point, you must be honest with yourself, ladies and gentlemen. And it does take a lot of courage. It takes a lot of courage to say, I'm not okay, all right? I'm not okay for whatever reason. That's all right. We have to be able to speak up and to say that. Be honest as a woman, be honest as a man and say, I'm going through something, whether it be grief, whether it be sadness, whatever the case may be. Speak up for you because you matter. Let's get into the second point. It's okay to not be okay. Take care of your mental health. I will tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, everybody who is in here. Welcome. Take care of your mental health. Your mental health is so important. You know, that's something that is vital in this life. We have to be able to take care of what's going on in here. Take care of your mind, take care of your mindset, take care of your focus, take care of all of those things, because if you don't take care of your mental health, it's not going to work. You're not going to be able to be happy. You're not going to be able to be satisfied, all of those things. Hi, Gupta. How are you? Welcome. You're not going to be able to be satisfied until you take care of here. You're not going to be able to live the life that you deserve to live. You're not going to be able to just be at peace and be your best self. We cannot be our best if we're trying to put up this fake, this front, this facade to make your family, to make your relatives, to make your spouse or significant other, your children, your job. You have to be okay with yourself. And it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of reflection and honesty to say, I'm going to look at myself in the mirror and I'm going to be real with myself. I deserve to feel okay. I deserve to be okay. So it means that we're not going to be doing things just to make other people happy. And it also means putting on this fakeness on social media, just be real. Be real with yourself. So very important, taking care of your mental health. So how do we take care of our mental health, motivators family? When we need to break away, it means turning off our cellular devices, turning off your TVs. Hey James, how are you doing? Hi Misty. It means turning off your social media. It means turning off your phones, your TV, unplugging from other people so that we can focus on our mental health. And sometimes our mental health is not in a good space because we're overwhelmed and stressed. So stressed and overwhelmed in today's society because things are expensive. We have to work so hard. People can be so mean and so nasty. Hey, James. James says, I'm good. How are you? Yes, I'm doing great. Thank you, James. Yep. How does that help you? When you look in the mirror and you're honest with yourself, you're able to give a reflection and say, I'm not doing okay and I need to do something about it. That's how it helps you. Instead of just pretending that you're okay, just going through life and ignoring it, when you take a moment to pause and to reflect and say, I need to focus on me, I need to take care of my mental health, I'm not doing okay, that is how we can get the help that we need. Hi, Apple. How are you? Welcome. And that's something that a lot of people do not do. They go through their whole life hiding, just, I got to go to work. I got to do this. I got to take care of children. I got to take care of this. You'll never get the help you need. And that's the reason why I wanted to do this conversation, because a lot of people just do not get it. A lot of people just don't get it, that you have to take care of yourself. Hi, Sirius. How are you? Welcome. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take a moment to pause and reflect. And it takes a lot of courage to be able to speak up for yourself and advocate for yourself, because I'll tell you something, relatives and jobs and other people do not advocate. They do not care if you take care of yourself. So if I don't take care of myself, does it hurt me or my family more? Of course it does. Because if we're not in a good space, we cannot be good for anybody else. You have to be in a good position yourself. That's the thing that is so important. And most of us do not become honest enough with ourselves. We're not honest with other people. We'll always pretend like we're doing okay, and we're not. Especially when we go through situations like experiencing loss, financially losing a job, when someone that we care about passes away, when we go through a breakup, when we go through so many different things in our life, it is okay for us to say, it's my time to pause. Yes, welcome, Sirius. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Thank you for being here. It's a good time to pause. Hi, Miss Tamika. How are you? Welcome. It's a good time for us to pause and to reflect, because I'm going through X, Y, and Z. Now is a great and amazing time for me to do some self-reflection, for me to do some help so that I can be my best self. How many people that will do that? It takes courage for me to say, you know what? I've been grieving a long time and I'm really sad. And that's okay. We need to reflect on ourselves. I'm a human being. I get sad. I get discouraged. I get disappointed. I go through things. And I'm going to take some time to focus in on me so that I can be my best. And that's what I wanted to say to all of my motivators family. Take some time to reflect on you. Don't just be like a robot or a hamster on the wheel, that you're so busy about your grind, making your money, taking care of your family, taking care of your relationships, that you do not focus on yourself. Take a moment today to pause, to take a deep breath, and even ask yourself from time to time, how am I doing? Am I okay? Or no? Or nah? Because sometimes we're not. And I used to think before, crying, it was like, oh, that made you weak. feeling sad that make you weak. I used to always put on a fake, like this fake persona. Oh yeah, I'm okay. And smiling all the time, and you're dying inside. You're literally dying. You're so sad, disappointed, discouraged. And I want to say to my motivators family, let yourself feel how you feel. If you feel sad, if you feel disappointed, you feel discouraged, if you're going through something, let yourself feel that way and acknowledge it. That is the part of helping us to be able to cope in this life. The reason why we cope is we're not coping well is because we're not honest enough to say, I'm doing too much. I'm stressing myself out. I'm doing more for others than I do for myself. And that just does not work. It's a recipe for a disaster. It's a recipe for burnout. And I will tell you that to any of you who have ever experienced burnout is something that you never want to ever experience in your life once again. I mean, you literally can't get up because you're that exhausted, or you wind up in the hospital, or you wind up in the ICU, you wind up on all of these medications because you're allowing the stress and you're allowing other people to get to you, and you're not setting your boundaries, you're not speaking up for yourself. So while I don't advocate for that part, but sometimes things have to happen to us in our life for us to have a wake-up call, like, hello, what are you doing for everybody, but you're not doing those same things for you? That's something that I had to reflect on after certain situations in my life. Why am I allowing this person to control me and to tell me what to do with my life? I got to take control back of my life. And that's the reason for today's message. I didn't even plan on being live today, but this was just on my spirit, and I felt like somebody needed to hear this as well. If there's something that you're not doing in your life, today is the day to speak up with courage and to just say, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not doing anymore. You know, you have to let people make their own decisions. You have to stop bailing out people. You have to stop supporting people who don't support you. You got to stop it. And it doesn't make you a better person. You don't get more things just by being a good, kind person. What you get is you get run over. You get run through. You get taken advantage of. You get disrespected. So it's not a badge of honor to always be the yes woman or the yes man. What people do is they laugh at you. Hey, realist, how are you doing? Happy Friday. Welcome. So just something for us to think about and for us to reflect on, motivators family. Take care of your mental health. Take care of you so that you can be your best. And I don't mean your sister, mom, auntie, cousin, this person, people on social media, people down the street. No, I'm talking about you. What do you need, motivators family, to be okay? You. I want you to think about that and pause on it. And if you're taking some notes, also write that down. What do I need to do to be okay? Because what you need is not going to be what I need. Hi, Miss Queen. How are you doing? Welcome. What I need is not what you need, right? And come on, let's be honest. Every single person's different situations, different lifestyle, different finances, all of it. But what is important is that we are focusing on ourselves. We're focusing right now in this moment on my mental health. Is my mental health in a good space? Am I doing what I need to do so that I can be at a space of peace? Because let me tell you, when your peace is taken away, when your mental health is disrupted, there is nothing that you can do when you're not okay here. We cannot function if our mental health is not in a good space. If you're having wild and dark thoughts, if you're feeling really down and discouraged, or it's past that and you start feeling depressed. I know this time of year, a lot of people get the seasonal depression when the weather changes. It gets darker earlier. People feel lonely sometimes during this time of the year, or this is the time of the year where a lot of people, they have the end of the year blues because the expectations that they had for this year didn't happen, or they're coming to the end of the year without specific people in their life that they really love, or whatever the case may be, or they're going into this year and this new year coming up, and it's just things just have not been working or progressing how we want. And I want you all to know that it's okay for things to just not work out in our life. You know, we can't expect for perfection, but all we have to do is keep striving and knowing that as long as we say to ourselves these words, I am doing my best. I want you to say that to yourself. I am doing my best. And as long as I know I'm doing my best, I can forget about the rest. Okay? That's valuable. So focus on your mental health and do some things today. Unplug, unwind, spend some moments by yourself every day. You know, that pausing, that's intentional living. You know, it's taking time. I'm going to be intentional. This is the time for me. I'm not picking up any phone calls. I'm not doing anything for anybody. This is my moment for me to pour into myself so that I can be okay. All right. Point number 3, take care of your physical health. It's okay to not be okay. Okay. It is okay, because we sometimes may have like some sort of issues, an illness, disease, something to where you may be incapacitated. You may have to take it slow. Maybe you are a diabetic. Maybe you're a whatever. You have certain medical issues. So you need to take some time for you so that you can be okay when it comes to your health. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm going to do what everybody else is doing." And you know you can't eat. You know you can't keep up with what other people are doing. You got to stay within your own lane. Always follow the advice from your doctor. I'm always going to encourage you to do that. And if your doctor is recommending for you to get some exercise, even when your family, your friends, this person, that person clowns you. "Oh, I don't exercise. Oh, I don't do that." Well, that's them and this is you. We have to know what we need so that we can be okay. So with that being said, we're going to go to the next point. Here is a hard part. It's okay to not be okay. And this could be a whole topic on itself, because we're not okay sometimes because we haven't forgiven. And first, I'm going to talk about we are not okay sometimes because we have not forgiven other people in our life that has hurt us. It could be your parents. It could be your siblings. It could be your extended family. It could be your ex. It could be a friend. It could be even ourselves. But right now, we're going to focus on other people that hurt us. When other people hurt you and you keep that anger, that resentment inside of you, it will affect you mentally. It will affect you physically. It will affect you financially, because if you are holding on to the anger and resentment, it stops you. It keeps power over you. And we don't want anything to stop our power. We don't want anything to diminish our light from within. Nothing. So don't let other things, don't let other people, don't let situations, don't let the past control your present, because it will. You will never be okay until you heal what somebody else did. And when I say that, I don't mean that we can make changes to what happened to us. We can't. We can't go back and change what was the reality of the situation. But what we can do is just go backwards and say, I'm not going to let that hold me hostage anymore. I'm not going to let what somebody else did control what I am doing. And it does happen that way. Even though we can be upset, we can be angry, frustrated with what somebody did, and we'll ask ourselves, why did they do this to me? Why did they treat me this way? But don't let whatever they're doing, their negativity, drama, don't let any of that control your present moment. And that's being very intentional. It takes a lot of maturity. It takes you healing. It takes you actually being intentional in this moment. I'm not going to let whatever somebody said or did stop me from my peace and my freedom today. See, that's the part about it's okay to not be okay. It's not okay what they did, but it's okay that in this moment, I know I can't change it. I know I can do nothing about it, but what I am going to do, what I do have control over, is my reaction to it. How do I process it? Do I allow it to get me upset and angry, or okay, that's what it was, and now I know I can't deal with them. I know I can't trust them. And now I'm going to be looking to other sources for my association, for my support. etc., etc. Okay, so forgive people, release it, and let it go. I'm telling you, it's going to take the weight off your shoulders, it's going to lower your blood pressure, and you will start to be able to do things in your life, because I'm telling you from experience, it's a heavy weight that we carry when we harbor resentment, when we have hatred for somebody, and that will make us not okay for a while, because we'll be fixated. They did this to me, they did this to me, they did this to me, I can't believe, and they did this to me, and it's all what controls your mind. So if you're ever in that space, I like to say something and repeat it to myself. You know, I cannot control what another person did to me, but what I can control is how I receive it. Okay, and I'll say stuff like, what they did was wrong, but today is a new day and I'm a new person, and I'm going to let that go so that whatever is supposed to happen to me can freely come in, because we block things out. We block things in our life. We block future relationships. You block friendships. You block ventures that you could get yourself involved in because of your anger, because of you being closed in your mind, closed off in your heart. So open up your heart again, forgive and heal so that you can be your best. Now, this is another one. Is okay to not be okay. We have to learn to forgive ourselves. Okay. And this is one of the hardest things. Everybody's different. Some people, it's harder for them to forgive others, but for me, it's harder for me to forgive myself, because I think that I am so hard on myself. Like, I expect so much from myself, and I have to remind myself, Marlene, you're human. Marlene, you make mistakes. It's okay. It's okay to do wrong. It's okay. You learn the lesson and you move on. So forgive yourself for what you did in the past. Forgive yourself for what you accepted when you know that you deserve better. What's most important is that you learn a lesson. And I also want to say, because we always talk about mindset shifting over here, we're motivators, we're encouraged, we're inspired to make our lives better, to have better and to be better. It means that you have to make some better decisions and better choices for ourselves, because we're queens, you're a king. So we have to act like one, right? So we're going to forgive ourselves so that we can be in the moment, and we can actually be our best, so that we can actually be okay. We cannot be okay until we forgive ourselves. I mean, fully. And it's not just a once and for all time. It's on a regular basis. When we do something silly or stupid or ignorant or whatever, we have to forgive ourselves and change the behavior. Like, why did I do that? That wasn't nice. That wasn't kind. That was disrespectful. And then, did I do that because of X, Y, and Z? And then stop making decisions that is not good for us. Okay, that's how we become okay, is when we become mature, we become accountable, we love on ourselves, and we do our best. See, we have to respect ourselves before others can respect us. Not saying that it's always going to be equal, but when we respect ourselves, we will make better decisions. Okay. And point number 5, so that we can be okay, this one is vital: rest. And I mean rest, not just sleep, because we could sleep, but that doesn't mean that it has refreshed our body, refreshed our mind and our spirit. I mean, restful sleeping. I've talked about this many, many times. I'm all for a nighttime routine of dimming the lights, making sure we had a warm beverage, we took a warm bath, we've set a relaxing mood, maybe listening to some of our favorite sounds, whether that be rain sounds or jazz or classical music, whatever puts you in a melancholy kind of calm, serene space. We need to create that environment to relax our body, to let our body know, okay, now is my time to take a deep breath and to be calm. Okay. Now, this is going to be the 6th and the last point, which I think is one of the most important points of this whole discussion of all 6 points. It's okay to not be okay because you matter. I want to say this to all you queens, all you kings, all my motivators family. It's okay to not be okay because you matter. Maybe your mom, your parents, or other people who are in this world, they may not care about you. To other people, you may not matter, but you have to reflect on yourself. Because I matter, it means that I'm going to do all of the things that I was talking about. I'm going to rest because I matter. I'm going to forgive myself and forgive others. I'm going to take care of my physical health. I'm going to take care of my mental health. I'm going to be honest with myself. All of that is important for us to be okay. And because I matter, I'm going to be honest with myself. Like I'll tell myself, you're doing too much. You're not doing this, you're not doing that. We need to do better with that. All of this is important to focus on ourselves because we're valuable. If you want to be around to be able to see things and to do things in your life, you got to take care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit. So, just a quick one today. Just wanted to tap in for a little bit, say happy Friday, and to say to anybody, if you're feeling unwell, if your well being is not in a good space, please take some time to unwind, to relax, to spend time with people that you care about, spend time with people that you love, that pour into you. Okay? Spend time with people who pour into you because that matters. Hey, Ray, I'm just about to get out of here. Spend time with people who care about you. Don't waste your time, your effort, your money. No. Because if somebody cannot care about you and how you feel, they won't make time and match you. Don't waste your time being not okay. That's all right. It's no problem. I'm so glad that you stopped in. I appreciate you. That's what I wanted to say to all of my motivators family. Please take this message. I hope at least one of you will take this to heart and apply it to your life. Don't let people use you. And it doesn't matter who it is, a job, a friend, social media. Don't let anything stop you from being unwell, being your best. And anything stop you from getting to your next level, your next potential. Remember, we are the ones that have to say to ourselves, I am the only one that can make myself be okay. It's not money can't make you well. People can't make you well. You have to make your own self well. You have to speak it into existence. I say to myself, I am well. And because I say that, I'm going to do everything in order to take care of myself. It's going to be how I eat. It's going to be giving myself adequate rest. It's who I surround myself by. It's the things that I listen to. Okay? Because don't think that being around negative people won't break you down. It will. Being around negative people, using people, controlling people, jealous people, drama people, it will stop you and block you from your progress in your life. And I wish that somebody would have told me this 20 years ago. I wish I would have really listened to this, because being around people who are unmotivated, people who are unfocused, people who are unhappy and miserable, and they're always in drama, you can't make anybody happy. The only person that you can make happy is yourself. Just a lesson on this Friday. I hope it was served for somebody's on purpose. That is part of my reason why. Oh, okay, Raymond. I can understand that. Don't let anybody disrespect you. That's what I want to say to my motivators family. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for your support as always. Keep your head up. Be encouraged, be inspired, and be yourself. Remember, you matter. And the only one that is going to do that for you is you. Hold your head up high and speak positively over your life. Be self-aware and be your best. I'm Marlene of Marlene Motivates. If you have not subscribed to this channel, if you have not hit the like, please do so. And my replay gang, leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys. Have a great weekend. Shout out to all my amazing mods. And check out all my mods' channels if you have not already. I would really appreciate it. See you guys back on Tuesday. Bye, guys.